We are back. We are back. I feel like it's been a while since we've recorded,
I
but
know.
welcome back to the Alchemy Experience podcast for our Legacy Leaders series with my girl Des. We're back at you guys to talk about legacy and leadership as women entrepreneurs, and we have a treat for you with this discussion. And Des has her green hat on because we are in March, baby. We are in the luck of the Irish, and we're here to talk about business and it not being all about luck.
Not having anything to do with luck. Literally nothing to do.
Literally.
Doesn't it drive you crazy?
Yes, yes. We were just chatting before this, before we started recording. And one of the things that I just had a conversation with somebody the other day, and then we were just chatting about this, is that people will look at us and say, oh, well, you just got lucky, or under their breath or behind our backs say like she's just lucky that this happened for her.
Or privileged?
That's a whole nother one. I have a hard eye roll on that one, right? Because as a social worker, as somebody that really understands that there are layers to things, that there are hierarchy things in this world that can really put people in a mindset that they can't get out of where they're at. But we are two humans that have taken situations that we have been in and not let that keep us stuck. And it wasn't because of luck
It
at
sure wasn't.
all.
Or being connected to the right people. That's another
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's just, she grew up in that or whatever it is, right? Like, no, being successful is relative, first and foremost, right? Some people feel success in what they do at any level versus somebody else. I think success is all relative and all personal preference of what they believe success in their world is, but they project sometimes on us and like, oh, you got here because you got lucky. And so we're feeling lucky because we're so blessed in this March Madness world. But let's chat about what business really is. It's not luck.
Yeah, it's leadership, it's discipline, it's
Mhm.
resilience, it's identity. It's a
Yeah,
lot of things. It's
it's a
not
lot of
luck.
things. And sometimes it's grit and hustle, right? Like sometimes it is. And I think I really pride myself on working through the phases of those down moments to say I'm not going to get myself into burnout. I'm going to regulate. I'm going to take a beat and I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure my nervous system is intact. Um, but sometimes that takes hustle and grit. It's not like, oh, this is going to be easy breezy. I'm just going to show up and all the things are going to happen for me. Like, no, we've got to put in the work. And I think sometimes people think that when it's hard, that if we see other people doing it, oh, they just got lucky doing it.
Yeah, there's so much behind the scenes that people don't see.
Mhm.
And like for instance, I just had people reaching out to me like, "Oh, you're going on another vacation." And it's like, "Vacation?" If you know how much hours I've spent putting this together to host 31 people on a cruise, you're crazy if you think that's vacation. But like to me, this is what I mean is like all the stuff behind the scenes that people don't realize, that they don't see because we don't have like that proof of like behind the scenes stuff. And I'm trying to get a little bit better about like kind of almost recording the behind the scenes stuff, like all the like rejections, all the times that people have denied in an email, like to come speak or to come be a part of what they're doing, or we found someone else, or you've launched something and you thought it was going to be like the greatest thing in the world and it didn't happen that way.
Mhm.
um there's so much that happens behind the scenes. For me is like one of the biggest ones is like the investing piece of it to get better and to have someone help guide and steer, but like you take that huge investment without knowing what's the result of that investment. There's no guarantee in this game. This is not about luck. There's no guarantees. It's about strategy and discipline and resilience. And like you were saying, and I know that you've had your own experiences of the things behind the scenes that people don't see, like probably the crying in the car moments.
Girl, you have no idea. No idea. Yeah, I mean, I think, it hit me the other day too, and I come back to this is like, what's your why in doing it? And I think sometimes people think, oh, that person just got lucky, or that person was handed this or whatever. And sometimes that might be true, right? Sometimes people grow up with entrepreneurial parents who may have owned a business, and so they've watched their family grow into something, and that gives them the skill, right? Because they've seen it. So just because they've had that doesn't mean that everything comes easy, right? So there's pivots along the way. Now, I didn't grow up in an entrepreneur home. Like my parents are amazing humans, but like I didn't I didn't witness that, right? I witnessed them work really hard 9 to 5 jobs and save and hustle and do the things that that generation did. And so I think there's a combination of that, watching them hustle and grit and that transformed into the skill that I have as an entrepreneur. But making that transition and that leap from working in an intense setting of managing a team of people, of social workers, right, to pivoting and owning my own business, part of that was I had to slow down and really take stock in what I'm doing and how I'm serving, but then speed up in a way of going and doing that because nobody's cutting the paycheck for me. Like if I'm just sitting here one day and I decide, yeah, I'm not really feeling it and I'm just gonna do my like notes and stuff for the day like I used to do maybe, right? When like, oh, I'm not gonna take these calls, I'm gonna push them off to tomorrow. Like you can't do that as an entrepreneur.
We don't get paid every Friday.
No, no.
Unless you have it set up that way where it does happen to be that way, but we're not. It's
I
different.
mean, I do, but that's because I want
Yeah,
to
that's the
do
way
it,
you're set
right?
up that way. But
Yes,
yeah, it's
yes.
like it's not, it's luck is super random. Luck is
Mhm.
super random. And I would say that this is nothing to do with random. Business is super intentional, right? There's the difference of that is like luck is like pulling of the string, pulling of the straw. This is like, no, we can't live that way. It has to be super intentional because otherwise you may be in business, but probably not for a while, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And if we're playing the long game, right? So I had this conversation with a client yesterday that is building her business, actually two of my clients on our mastermind, and I said, we're playing the long game here, right? They're both putting something out into the world that is going to outlive them as their legacy, right? Both of them are writing something. One's writing more of a workbook and one's writing a book, and we're talking about the process of that, and we're talking about the roadmap of that and the timeline of that. And it's like we're not microwaves, right? Like we don't need this immediate gratification. We are going to stay in this and take it very intentional, as you're saying, because what's to come of this, right, is speaking on stages for them and holding workshops and teaching people these things that they are creating so that it's going to outlive and outlast them. And that we can't just poof and make that happen. So, yeah, it's really intentional. Some of it's strategy, and some of it, I believe, is faith and belief in ourselves.
100%. The
That
mindset.
that's not luck. Like we don't just wake up one day feeling like, oh, I believe in myself. Like this is an everyday to do. We have to wake up and say, how am I going to believe in myself today?
Yeah, it's a decision. It's not a feeling.
Hmm.
It's not motivation, it's a decision. It's a decision that you're not going to quit. That you're not going to play small, that you're not going to give up. That's definitely Nothing to do with luck. That is an absolute 100%. I'm in this, and no matter what, I'm not quitting. And it's a choice, it's a decision that we make frequently. Every single day, you have to make that decision.
Every day, every day. So if you are somebody that's just starting out in business and you're looking at us or you're looking at women that are, seven-figure earners, and you're like, well, where did they turn down the road here that they got lucky? What was the turning point? And it's like, that doesn't exist. We're here to pop that imaginary bubble that that's something that exists. It doesn't. It's consistently showing up every single day and getting in rooms of women that are doing that. And that's what Legacy Leaders is all about, right? We are leaving something that's going to outlast us and outlive us. We're leaving a legacy for our families, for the people that are going to tap into the things when we're gone that we've created. And we're leading ourselves and we're leading others to do the same. So if you're looking for a room of women, tap into our rooms, come check us out, come be in the Legacy Leaders group. We have another event coming up in April. We will put more information out about that for the local women here, local to the greater Rochester area and the Finger Lakes region. And, you know, if you're looking to be more in depth a part of this and have really deep conversations about these things like money and relationships and how we as leaders run our businesses, we have a closed group of women that are doing that regularly, and ask us about it because it's a beautiful collective. So,
Yeah, and honestly, coming to things like this and doing it on a consistent basis is a huge piece of this as well. So, like, if you've already come and checked us out, come back and keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back, because every time you walk into a room you're going to get something. I can't tell you that enough. And so the consistency piece of this also has to do with luck, right? The most consistent we are in building and being in proximity with amazing women like this, where you have that community, that's a huge piece of this too. So yes, if you have come and you haven't seen us in a little while, come on back. We encourage consistency.
yeah, absolutely. And we'll lift each other up. So, thanks for hanging with us today, you guys. And remember what you're doing. It's not all luck. It's not luck at all. It's consistently showing up and loving yourself and being able to serve to the best capacity that you can inside your business. So, thanks, guys. We love you. Go set the world on fire, and we'll catch you next time on Legacy Leaders.